So what you are to do now is to think about one child who you are concerned about. I know for some of us we have a handful of kids, but today you need to just pick one that really stands out to you. So once you have your student, then you are ready to begin your process of how to help them become more resilient. So the material you need for this exercise is your resiliency chart. It's a placemat that you can print out on large paper or small paper, it doesn't matter. So what you're going to do is you're going to write the child's name on the top of the chart right here where it says student. Then you are going to, on the left side of the chart, come up with 4 reasons you are concerned about the child. If you can only list 4 reasons, so you need to prioritize your top 4 concerns. So that you're going to think about the child's environment, the choices the child is making. Parents, teachers, counselors, etc. have a tendency to focus on the negative aspects of a child, especially when the child's at risk. For this activity, we really want to focus on your main concerns. If you have more than 4, try thinking of concerns that are within your locus of control. So now we're going to move to the right column, which are the strengths and positive supports. So what you need to do is list as many positive strengths as possible. If you get stuck about thinking of strengths, so think about these questions. How is it that they do as well as they do? Maybe there is something going on that helps them to do as well as they are doing. How are they surviving everyday life when they face something like neglect, challenging home life, poverty, caring for younger siblings, a grandparent and parents that they have to help out? What kind of negative exposures do you think they're facing? So also, if they don't come to school often, how is that they do get to school when they do? If they're struggling academically, what academic strengths do they have? Remember, they could be doing worse. Now, I was very purposeful in how I did this. I want you to look at the child's strengths and not focus on the challenges. I specifically limited the number of challenges that you could list so you couldn't hyper-focus on everything negative in the child's life. Resilience research says you should only focus on 4 challenges at a time. Focusing on the strengths of a child is the first strategy of helping a child build resilience. So on the strategy sheet, we are going to list resilience T-chart and list 4 challenges, concerns, and then as many strengths as you can for a child you're concerned about. This process will help you build on child's strengths and not focus on the negative factors in his or her life. So our goal is to look at the student with a glass half full outlook. When we look at a student with a glass half empty, or worse, an empty glass, it hinders the development of resilience. Now look at the right side of the placemat and look at the plate. So now that you have a student in mind, let's go to the nuts and bolts of how to support youth in building resiliency.